Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, and we're at Plattsburgh High School Gymnasium for CVAC boys varsity basketball action between the visiting Cougars from Northeastern Clinton and the hometown Hornets from Plattsburgh High School. Starting lineup for Northeastern, number 52, Matt Willett. Number 50, Eric Willett. Number 44, Alan Racine. Number 22, Tim Fay. And number 40, Tim LeCount. And I'll give the remaining Cougars in a minute. For the Hornets, number 15, Matt Flynn. Mike Daniels, number 50. Number 45, Dave Baruti. Number 44, Antoine Ray. And number 22, or rather 32, Zach Desormeaux. And the remaining Cougars, number 4, Andy Young. Number 12, Chris McComb. 14, Connor McManus. Number 20, Dan Davidson. Number 24, Ross Lucy. Number 30, Tom McGrath. 32, Nate Castine. 34, Travis Misek. Cougars are coached by Orville Neto, assisted by Randy LeBombard, managers Chad LeBombard and Dan Willett, and the scorekeeper for Northeastern, Natalie Aintil. And the remaining Hornets, number 11, Jason Cardinal. Number 20, Adam Niles. 24, Matt Brown. 31, Craig Berto. 34, Mike Garrett. And, oh, that'll do it. Mike Garrett. And the Hornets are coached by Kevin Doherty, assisted by Scott Courtier. And the referees for tonight's contest, Randy Gallagher and John Carpenter. A very important game for Northeastern and for Plattsburgh. If Plattsburgh wants to stay in a race for the CVAC championship, they must win tonight. And if Northeastern wants to keep pace with the Beavertown Eagles, they must win tonight. So a very big game for both teams.
For all practical purposes, the loser is out of the race for Division I title.
The Hornets win the tip-off, and the first shot, and it's good. Zach Desormeaux with the first 2 points of the game. He gives the Hornets a 2-0 lead. Fay to the count, back to Fay. Northeastern is going to try and show some patience tonight to pull the Hornets out of their zone defense. And the count, shot is short, rebounded by Baruti, and now the Hornets come straight back again. Daniels with the reverse, rebounded, and foul is called. A strong rebound by Antoine Ray.
From that angle, Daniels knew he wasn't going to make the shot. What he was hoping to do was pick up a foul.
And Antoine Ray, a real good offensive rebound between Eric Willett and Alan Racine. And Ray gives the Hornets a 3-point lead, 3-0 early in this contest. 4-0 Plattsburgh, and Fay brings it back for the Cougars. Cougars have had problems as of late, starting off slow. They did against All-Sable and they did against Seton. They were able to come back against those teams, but against a Plattsburgh, you don't want to give them too much of a lead. It's going to be hard enough to score points against them as is. Willett with the reverse, rebounded by Fay, back to Willett. Willett to Fay. Fay for a long two off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Daniels, outlet to Ray. Rudy, back to Flynn. Flynn drives all the way up and in. An easy 2 points for Matt Flynn. And Northeastern has spotted the Hornets by 6 points. Plattsburgh 6, Northeastern nothing. The count to Willett at the foul line, no place to go. Willett, back to Fay. Plattsburgh refusing to come out past the 3-point line for defense. Fay. The count, back to Fay. Now Racine.
In the last PHS Beekmantown game, what we hear, there was an unusual circumstance out there in that game, where a player stood there for over 4 minutes with no defense.
No defense, and Beekmantown ended up winning the game. That's what I saw in. That's what I saw in their game plan when they first started. Northeastern looked as though they were going to use a lot of patience, but they're not doing it. They're holding the ball outside. They've spotted Plattsburgh now 8 points, so the time for them to be patient maybe is coming to an end. They're going to have to put some points on the board. And timeout is called by Northeastern with 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. 8-0 Plattsburgh. After that timeout, we'll see if Northeastern can implement another game plan, or can refine their game plan to put some points on the board. Willett with a pass to Matt Willett, and he's good for 2. Matt Willett with the short jump shot, and he puts Northeastern on the board. Flynn to Baruti. Baruti for 3. Short. Out of bounds, and the Cougars will get it back. Northeastern, against this Hornet club, has got to control their unforced turnovers and has got to make every possession count. Like that, just thrown away, not necessary. Desormeaux, back to Flynn. Now Ray, Baruti from the foul line, and he's good. Dave Baruti with his first points of the game. And it's a 10-2 Plattsburgh lead. Bounce pass to Willett. He's double teamed. Matt Willett from the same position. He takes a jumper off the rim. Rebounded by Eric Willett. Up and in. Eric Willett now with his first 2 points of the game. And it's a 10-4 Plattsburgh lead. Rudy. Back to Daniels. Daniels to Flynn. Ray, back to Flynn. Now Desormeaux. Daniels. Flynn drives back to Daniels for a 17-footer off the front of the rim. Rebounded by LeCount. Outlet to Racine. Now back to LeCount. LeCount with the jumper, and it's good. Tim LeCount with his first 2 points of the game. And it's a 10-6 Plattsburgh lead. Flynn drives all the way. Matt Willett with his first personal foul. And Flynn will go to the line to shoot 2. I think what Northeastern is complaining about is Flynn drove and he stuck his arm out, and that's what Matt Willett came in contact with, was Flynn's outstretched left arm. And they're saying that that Matt really did not make contact with Flynn's body. But that's not the way it was called, and Flynn will get another shot. 3:21 remaining in this opening quarter. 10-6 Plattsburgh. Flynn, good on the second. Matt Flynn now with 3 points, and it's a 5-point lead for the Hornets, 11-6. Bay from LeCount. Now Racine. Again, Northeastern showing signs they want to draw the Hornets out of their zone. Bay back to Willett. Now LeCount. LeCount drives up and in. Nice drive by Timmy LeCount. LeCount now with 4 points, and it's an 11-8 lead for the Hornets. Northeastern trying to come back. Rudy from the foul line, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Willett. Daniels finally gets the foul. Mike Daniels with his first personal foul. That's the first team foul for the Hornets. And LeCount to Racine, back to Fay. No place to go, back to Racine. Now Willett hits Matt Willett, cutting through. Willett with a shot, and it's good. Matt Willett now with 4 points, and it's a 1-point Plattsburgh lead. At one time, Plattsburgh ahead 8-0 and 10-2, and now it's in a 1-point lead, 11-10. And this is exactly the way the first contest at Northeastern went. Northeastern was victorious, traveling call of Baruti. Northeastern was victorious in that contest at Northeastern by a 47-46 margin, by the slimmest of margins. LeCount rebounded by Ray. And in that contest, Plattsburgh took an early lead, only to have Northeastern come back. And they've done the same thing. Bounce pass to Fay, and it's blocked by Desormeaux. And he also gets the foul. Zach Desormeaux with the foul. And Fay will go to the line to shoot 2. Fay good on the first one. And the score is tied. Off on the second, rebounded by Matt Willett. Strong offensive rebound, and it falls. And Northeastern with the first lead of the game. Stolen by Racine. He drives and shoots. Basket is good. And Zach Desormeaux with his second personal foul. An outstanding play by Alan Racine with the steal. Coast to coast in the layup, and he drew the foul from Desormeaux. Desormeaux is out, and Craig Berto is in for the Hornets. Racine off the back of the rim, rebounded by Flynn. Flynn to Ray. Ray with the jumper, and it's good. Antoine Ray now with 6 points, and And it's a 2-point Northeastern lead, 15-13. Fay to Willett. Willett drives and shoots. It's blocked. Fay comes away with the ball. Back to LeCount. LeCount shoots from the foul line, and he's good. And another 4-point lead for Northeastern, 17-13. Baruti drives and scores. 34 seconds left. Northeastern's going to hold the ball for the final shot. Racine. Fay. LeCount underneath for Willett, and Northeastern will keep the ball. Down to 19 seconds. And down to Racine. Back to Fay. 15 seconds. Cross to Racine. Racine for 3. It's short. Baruti comes away with the ball. Flynn for 3. And that's the way the first quarter comes to an end with the Hornets a 2-point lead. 17-15. I'm sorry, the Cougars 2-point lead, 17-15. Again, a very unusual first quarter. Plattsburgh started out hot, scored the first 8 points, led by an 8-0 score, and then led 10-2. And Northeastern came storming back, scoring 15-5, outscoring Plattsburgh 15-5, and finished in the lead by 2, 17-15. Good first quarter by Matt Willett, who scored 6 points. And Matt Willett comes away with his second personal foul. Matt Willett had 6 points in that first quarter, also a couple of strong offensive rebounds. And LeCount finished with 6 in the first quarter with some good outside shooting. Flynn to Ray. Bounce pass inside for Baruti. Rebounded by Fay. Down to LeCount. LeCount for 2. Off the rim. Rebounded by Willett. He tried to put it right back up. A little too soft. Daniels. To Baruti. Now Berto to Flynn. Now what, Ray? Berto. Daniels. Baruti. Back to Ray. Berto. Flynn. Underneath for Daniels. And Ray comes away with it. Back out to Flynn. Daniels. Traveled. Called for the travel. And Northeastern will get it back. Hornets going with the full court press. Matt Willett is out, and he's replaced by Travis Misek. LeCount dribbles to Misek. And he can't get the roll. It's out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it.
All right, Cougars! Let's do it, Cougars!
Inbound to Willett. To Fay in the center. He gives it off to Misek. Misek no place to go. Back to Fay. Crossover for Racine. Racine for 2. Looks good. Alan Racine now with 4 points. And it's a 19-15 lead for Northeastern. Ray back to Berto. Now Flynn to Baruti. Ray. Berto. Baruti. Baruti gets it back and back to Berto. Daniels in the center. He drives and shoots off the rim. Misak comes away with a rebound and gives it off to Fay. The count. To Racine. Racine for three. And it's good. Alan Racine with a big-time three-pointer. And the Cougar fans are excited. And Northeastern is now leading by 7, 22-15. That Plattsburgh timeout. The Hornets with possession. The Cougars with a 7-point lead. Pretty amazing after Plattsburgh was ahead 10-2 early in the first quarter. And now the Cougars have outscored the Hornets by a 20-5 margin. Baruti. Now Alberto. No place to go. He gets it off the Ray. Flynn. Berto for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Willett. Outlet to LeCount. LeCount to Fay. Fay for three. It's blocked. Fay comes away with the loose ball. Back to Racine. Racine for three. Off the rim. LeCount comes away with it. Now Fay. Flynn. Nice hustle by Flynn. Ray with the rebound. Flynn with some nice hustle. Able to come away with the ball cleanly and up for the layup, but it was too strong. Ray with the rebound and the 2 points. And now Berto is out and he's replaced by Adam Niles. Niles just into the game, gets the steal. Daniels with the 2 points. And Tim Fay with the foul. And just like that, the Hornets are right back in it again. That's what I was talking about earlier, about unforced turnovers. What they'll do to you. 2 in a row, and Plattsburgh now with 4 points. And off the front of the rim. Out of bounds, and Northeastern will keep it, but 2 unforced turnovers, and Plattsburgh with 4 quick points. Now LeCount. Back to Willett, and now Fay. Long cross court for LeCount. Now Racine. LeCount with the jump shot. It's good. Tim LeCount now with 8 points. Niles to Baruti. Baruti for a long 2, and it's good. Dave Baruti now with 6 points. Willett gets it across midcourt. Now to Fay. Pass underneath for LeCount, and it's good. A beautiful pass by Fay. And Mike Daniels comes away with the foul. A beautiful pass, Tim Fay underneath for LeCount. Caught it in midair and put the ball up.
That's a shot you have to see to believe, Mike.
It was an outstanding play. And he came away with the foul. Northeastern with a 5-point lead, 26-21. Now a 6-point lead. Timmy LeCount having an outstanding first half. Daniels with the shot, and it's good. Mike Daniels now with 4 points, and it's a 4-point Northeastern lead, 27-23. 3:15 remaining in the second quarter. LeCount Long cross court for Racine. Underneath to Misek. Back to Racine, and now LeCount. Now Fay will set it back up again. Now LeCount. Back to Fay. Bounce pass to LeCount. He's got the jump shot. In and out. Tipped by Willett. Fay comes away with the loose ball. Takes the shot off the glass and in. 3 points for Tim Fay, and it's a 29-23 lead for Northeastern. Daniels has it slapped away from him, but he gets it back to Flynn, and now Baruti. He thought about the three, he gives it off to Niles. Back to Flynn, now Ray. Flynn for three, off the rim. Baruti gets the rebound and puts it up. Dave Baruti. And Travis Misek is called for a technical foul. Apparently threw an elbow when the ball was dead. And Northeastern fans, Orville Netto included, the coach of Northeastern, screaming at Randy Gallagher, claiming every time he comes here, the same thing happens. They build a lead and all sorts of fouls are called, but I didn't see the elbow, but if Travis Misek threw it, we should have known better. Ray now with 10 points. And the lead is cut to 2.
That type of foul is usually a retaliation foul.
That's true.
That's what the ref's going to see.
That's right. They're going to see the comeback. They're not going to see the initial hit. Plattsburgh can tie the game up. Racine with the steal. And he gets it to Fay on the other side of the court. And Northeastern, who had a 7-point lead, is now down to 2. Count to Fay. Cross for Racine. Racine for a long 2 off the glass. Fay comes away with the loose ball. No place to go. And he's called for the travel. .142 remaining. Northeastern, who's played an outstanding first couple of quarters with their heads down. Now they're picking them up. Willett with the rebound to LeCount. LeCount for 2. Off the rim. Rebounded by Fay. He takes it back out. Gives it to Willett from behind the back. Willett with the shot. It's good, and Daniels with the foul. Eric Willett with a great move underneath. And Mike Daniels now with his 3rd personal foul. And he'll come out, and he's replaced by Mike Garrett. Alan Racine is out, and Andy Young is in, and also Connor McManus in for Northeastern. Cougars with a 4-point lead, and Willett can give them a 5-point lead with this basket. In and out, rebounded by Berto. Or rather, Baruti, outlet to Ray. Flynn. Now Niles. Back to Flynn, and now Baruti. Niles in 3-point territory. Knocked out of his hands by LeCount, but he gets it back. Ray for Baruti. Baruti for 2. And it's good. Dave Baruti now with 10 points. 2-point Northeastern lead. 50 seconds remaining. Back to LeCount. McManus. Back to LeCount. Now Willett. Now Fay. Bounce pass through for LeCount. Up and in. Another nice pass from Fay, and LeCount makes the easy 2 points. A 4-point lead. 33-29 for Northeastern. Garrett back out to Flynn. Niles for Garrett. Garrett. Called for traveling. Northeastern will get the ball back with 21 seconds remaining. in the second quarter. Northeastern would surely love to take a 6-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Down to 15 seconds. Fade. Willett back to Fay. Now LeCount. To Willett. 4 seconds remaining. Willett for 3. In and out. And that's the way the first half comes to an end with Northeastern Cougars in the lead, 33-29.
Among the celebrities in today's audience, Mike, is Moore's elementary principal, Tom Graves, hopefully cheering for the visitors.
I would hope so.
Although he does live here in Plattsburgh.
And the Hornets with possession to start this third quarter. Niles. Back to Flynn. Flynn. Back to Niles. And there's Armo. Flynn. Underneath for Ray. Ray gets away from 2 Cougars and puts it right up. Anton Ray. 10 points in the first half, 2 in the second now for 12 points. Racine. Willett back to Racine. Racine open for the 3. Short, tipped by Fay, taken down by Baruti. There's Armo for 3, off the rim, rebounded by Fay. He's got Niles coming up behind him. And he controls, bounce pass to LeCount. Over for Racine. Racine to Fay. Bounce pass to LeCount. Now Racine. Fay. Back to Willett. Willett. With a short jumper off the rim. Baruti with the easy rebound. No Cougars underneath. Outlet to Flynn. Flynn all the way with a jump shot. Taken down by LeCount. Pass up for Fay. Fay with the layup. Too hard off the glass. Dave Baruti with his first personal foul. And Fay on the line. Took a shot away from Fay. He made one of them. He had 2, but they took one away for a violation. Baruti for 3, off the rim. And the Cougars just watched the ball instead of going for it, thinking it's going to go out of bounds, but a lot of hustle for the Hornets.
Well, what happened at that other end with the violation, Mike, it used to be if you lined up in the wrong position under there, then it was to your advantage. Well, that had stood underneath where it's supposed to be the defensive man underneath on the side on the foul shots. And by being there, it's a violation. It used to be it was your good advantage, but and new rule is it's a violation. You're in the wrong place.
There's Armo. We'll get another one. But after that violation, Northeastern just let the ball go. They just looked at it, figuring it was going to go out of bounds. And Plattsburgh out-hustled them, kept the ball alive, and created this 3-foul situation, 3-shot situation, after Fay was called for his second personal foul. Desormeaux can't make any of them. And Willett with the rebound, outlet to LeCount. Racine. Fay from LeCount. And I don't know if Eric Willett or Matt Willett was supposed to cut through, but Fay obviously thought they were going to. Desormeaux back to Flynn. Now Niles from the foul line. Off the back of the rim. Fay comes away with the rebound. And up for the count. Nice pass for Willett. And it's blocked by Baruti. Now Ray. And Flynn. Desormeaux for three. In and out. Rebounded by Willett. Now out to LeCount. Pass down for Fay. Up and in. Tim Fay now with 3 second half points, 6 for the game. And it's a 36-31 lead for Northeastern. Baruti drives. No basket. Offensive foul. Save Baruti. Eric Willett got position. And that's Baruti's second personal foul. Daniels back into the game. He has 3 fouls. And he replaces Zach Desormeaux. Daniels has to be careful. He's a very dominant, or can be a very dominant player underneath. But with the 3 fouls, he has to be very careful. Racine. Back to Fay. Pass underneath for Willett. Daniels knocks it out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it. Inbound to Willett. Now Fay. Matt Willett. Northeastern showing some patience. Plattsburgh does not want to come out of that zone. And Northeastern is going to, with the lead, Northeastern can afford to be patient. LeCount back to Racine. To LeCount. To Racine, back to Fay. Cross for Willett. Matt Willett, no place to go. Racine to Fay. Fay with the shot. Rolled around the rim and came right back out again. Fay called for his 3rd personal foul. Flynn to Niles. Back to Flynn. Now Daniels. Flynn for a long 2. In and out. Rebounded by Matt Willett. Now up for Tim Fay. Again, Northeastern can be patient. LeCount to Willett. Now Fay. Racine with the shot off the rim. Rebounded by Willett. And who wants it? Jump ball. And Northeastern will keep it. And Racine to inbound. He gets it to Fay. Fay with the shot. It's good. Tim Fay now with 5 second half points. 8 for the game, and it's a 38-31 lead for Northeastern. Timeout Plattsburgh. 7-point lead for the Cougars. 38-31 with 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Timeout. Plattsburgh with possession. Northeastern with a full court press. Flynn to Daniels. Daniels with the shot. It's good. Mike Daniels with his first 2 points of the second half gives him 6 for the game. And LeCount brings it back for Northeastern. And Northeastern with the lead can afford to be patient. LeCount. Matt Willett with his third personal foul. And the Hornets can cut the lead to 3, possibly 2, with this possession. Baruti for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Eric Willett. Outlet to LeCount. Pass up for Fay. Back to LeCount, over for Racine. He tries to hit Willett underneath, but Baruti doing double time with Daniels to double team Eric Willett. Knocked it out of bounds. Inbound to Willett. Tried to get it to Racine. Not a good choice, going by Niles. Niles with the layup. Adam Niles with his first 2 points of the game. And he closes the gap to 3 points. Pass to Willett. Double teamed off the mat. Willett blocked by Anton Ray. And Northeastern will keep the ball. That's the type of play that can certainly excite the team. Fay. It to Racine. Racine to Fay. Back to LeCount. Now Fay. Fay with the shot. It's good. 7 second half points for Tim Fay. 10 for the game. Stolen by Fay. No place to go. So he slows it up. Gives it to Willett. Now Matt Willett over for Racine. LeCount underneath. No place to go. The shot is blocked. And somebody's going to get a foul. I think it's Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn with his first personal foul. Northeastern by 5, 40-35 with 1:11 remaining in the third quarter. Willett. To Matt Willett. Over for Fay. Cross for Racine. Racine for 2, off the back of the rim. He gets his own rebound, has it stolen away. And Flynn to Niles, back to Flynn. Too hard, Ray with the follow, and it's good. Northeastern seemingly in complete control. And here comes the Hornets, storming back. Did you see who got that foul, Calvin?
I believe it was LeCount, I'm not sure.
All right, that's his first. And the once 5-point, 6-point lead by Northeastern is now down to 3 points. Matt Willett is out and Andy Young is in for Northeastern.
Let's see, yes, LeCount has a foul down there, so I looked in Natalie's book.
Rebounded by Willett, outlet to LeCount. Now Northeastern does not want to throw this ball away. They've got to take advantage of every opportunity to put points on the board. Fay to Racine. Now LeCount, no place to go. He gets it to Young. Young to Willett with a nice save to keep the ball and keep possession. Now Willett down to 17 seconds. LeCount. LeCount drives and shoots. It's good. Tim LeCount with his first 2 points in the second half. And Plattsburgh gets the ball 3-2-1 off the back of the rim. And after 3, the Cougars in the lead, 42-37. Plattsburgh will be in possession to start this fourth quarter. Northeastern with a 5-point lead. 8 minutes to go in regulation time. Niles will bring it back bring it down for the Hornets. Flynn. Niles. Back to Flynn. Rudy. Over for Niles. Niles for 2. It's good. Adam Niles now with 4 points. Northeastern brings it back. Fay to LeCount. Now Willett. Underneath for LeCount. Up and in. Tim LeCount with 4 second-half points. 17 for the game. And that's what Northeastern needs to do. Waste some time and match Plattsburgh basket for basket. Look for the good high percentage shot. Don't rush it. And do exactly what they're doing right now. Niles for 3, off the rim, rebounded by Willett. Outlet to Racine. And if Northeastern can control the ball and look for the high percentage shot, they could walk out of this gym with a victory, which would be very important for them. Willett, nice pass underneath. He's fouled. And I think Daniels with his 4th. Mike Daniels with his 4th personal foul.
I see Clinton Community College coach Eric Arnold over there. I think he's here lusting after Tim LeCount. My travels at the different ball games, the player the opponent's fans want to talk about is LeCount. He's really come into his own this year.
Quick hands, a great shot, nice touch on the ball, good court sense. And Willett hits one. Eric Willett now with 5 points. And Northeastern a 6-point lead, 45-39 with 6:32 remaining. Flynn to Daniels. Daniels too soft. And Matt Willett with his 4th personal foul.
It's the time in the game when Northeastern usually starts getting a little tired, but PHS hasn't substituted a lot either.
That's correct.
So we got a situation where both teams are going to be showing signs of fatigue down the stretch.
Well, that's what was stated after the Beekmantown game when Beekmantown guard Kelly Blake stood at the half court with the ball for over 4 minutes. Both coaches stated, Maceo Dubois said that they hadn't planned on it. They hadn't planned that, but Kevin Doherty stated that it was okay with him because it gave his players a rest and he was only going with 6. Daniels with the second one, now with 7 points, and Northeastern with a 5-point lead. Willett through his hands, but he gained control. Back to Fay. Fay. Eric Willett called for his first personal foul, and Randy Gallagher calling some strange fouls tonight. Cougar fans don't like it, that's for sure. Baruti. Back to Niles. Niles to Flynn. Flynn to Ray. Ray with a nice move and shot. Anton Ray now with 6 second-half points, 16 for the game. And it's a 3-point Northeastern lead. LeCount to Fay. Fay to Racine. Now LeCount. Willett. Back to Fay. Pass underneath for Willett. Stolen by Daniels. And Anton Ray with the basket. Alan Racine with the foul. And the Hornets come storming right back. So now a 1-point ball game, and Baruti is out. Desormeau's in. And Northeastern with some bad luck on some controversial calls and some good Plattsburgh hustle. And it's now a 1-point game, 45-44 with 5:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. After that timeout, Anton Ray on the line. He can tie this game up. Ray with 18 points in this game. There it is, tie game, 19 points for Anton Ray. And it's 45-45. Hey, back to Racine. Look out. To Willett. Willett with the shot off the rim. Nobody fouled. And Daniels with the easy rebound. Ray to Desormeaux. Desormeaux for a long two. And there it is. There it is. Plattsburgh has fought back. Now with a 2-point lead. 47-45, the Hornets. Willett drives and shoots. The basket is good. Zach Desormeaux with his third personal foul. And Eric Willett can give the Cougars a 1-point lead with this foul shot. Matt Willett is out, and he's replaced by Andy Young. And Willett is good. Eric Willett now with 8 points. Stolen by Fay, but it's out of bounds, and the Hornets will keep it. Flynn to Niles. Back to Flynn. Tim LeCount with his second personal foul. And Ray will go to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. Nothing but net, now with 20 points. Anton Ray, by far the leading scorer in this contest. 10 points in the first half, 10 in the second. And he gives his Hornets a 1-point lead at 49-48. And LeCount brings the ball down for Northeastern. LeCount. He's fouled by Niles. Adam Niles with his first personal foul. Must have started the buses outside to warm them up for the trip home because I can smell it in here. Fay. To LeCount underneath. Up and in. Tim LeCount with 6 second-half points. 19 for the game. And a 1-point Northeastern lead. Flynn over for Niles. Stolen, almost stolen by Fay. Flynn gets the loose ball. Back to Niles. Niles for a long two. Off. Rebounded by Desormeaux. Out of bounds. Northeastern will get it back. Double teamed. He gets it back to Young. Young for two. In and out. Rebounded by Ray. Ray to Daniels. Daniels with the travel. And with 3:37 remaining in this fourth quarter, Northeastern with a 1-point lead, 50-49, and with the ball. The count. The pass to Fay. Fay, no place to go. He puts it up. Daniels with the rebound. Knocked out of his hands by Fay. And Young. And it was off Anton Ray, and Northeastern will keep the ball.
Young should have taken that shot.
Fay out to Willett. Willett drives, shoots. Off the glass and the rim, rebounded by Flynn. Flynn, coast to coast. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Ray. Andy Young with his first personal foul. Anton Ray, who has been deadly from the foul line, with an opportunity to give the Hornets a 1-point lead. Ray now with 22 points. Willett with the rebound. And LeCount brings it back. Score is tied, 50-50. Pass to Racine. Not a good pass. Blocked and taken back by the Hornets. Flynn to Desormeaux for three. Young with the rebound. And I think Daniels, Mike Daniels is out of the game with 5 fouls. He'll finish with 7 points. And he's done for the night. And Dave Baruti back into the game for the Hornets. I think they're trying to get that bus off outside for the fumes. The fumes are coming inside the building.
Well, they've opened the doors, Mike. Maybe that's to get more of those fumes in here.
I think they said they already moved the bus. And they just want to get a little air circulating. They're liable to freeze everybody out. In any case.
Well, at least we know PHS isn't going to start cheering, warm up the bus.
Yes, that's correct. Well, they said that's enough of that. It's, I don't know, 10 below zero outside, so we'll suffer with the fumes.
Either freeze to death or choke to death.
Andy Young on the line. He's going to shoot the 1-on-1, and these are big buckets, as they usually are from the foul line. Mike Daniels fouls out, and Young good on the first one. He gives his Cougars a 1-point lead at 51-50. Young good on both. And Plattsburgh, Niles with possession. Back to Flynn. And now Niles. Over for Desormeaux. Cross court for Desormeaux. Desormeaux with the short jumper off the rim, rebounded by Ray. Stolen by Young. And the Cougar fans cannot believe that call. Randy Gallagher has made some god-awful calls tonight. Some god-awful calls.
We can look at it again. I didn't see a foul.
I can't believe it. This is every time we see this fella. Honest to God. Anton Ray now with 23 points. And he's good on both. Ray now with 24 points. And the score again tied. Racine. Bay with the shot. In and out. Rebounded by Willett. No foul. And Niles. And you saw it. You saw it. Niles with the layup. And the Cougar fans cannot believe that Andy Young was called for a foul. And Eric Willett was hammered underneath, and nothing is called. Now we got a technical foul, and Randy Gallagher has succeeded in showing everybody that the game is here for him, as far as I'm concerned. He is center stage, and he wants everybody to know it, and the game is here for him. Not for these two great teams to compete. Mr. Gallagher has made some funny calls tonight, and he's just being consistent. And the Hornets with a 2-point lead, 54-52. With the technical, Plattsburgh gets the ball back. Niles off the front of the rim. Plattsburgh with the ball with 1:40 remaining. Flynn back to Niles. Now Flynn. Now Plattsburgh in position where they can waste some time and look for the high percentage shot. Niles, he does Desormeaux. Back to Flynn. Bounce pass. And the Hornets will keep it. And we're down to 1:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Plattsburgh 54, Northeastern 52. Flynn to Desormeaux. Back to Flynn. Pass for Desormeaux. He drives and shoots off the rim. Rebounded by Willett. Outlet to Fay. Down to 55 seconds remaining. Fay to Racine. Racine now for the count. Now Fay. Fay pass underneath for Willett. Up and in. Eric Willett now with 6 points. Score is tied, 54 all, down to 37 seconds. Desormeaux. Niles to Baruti. Baruti with the shot. Out of bounds. Northeastern will get it back with 22 seconds remaining. 10 seconds left. Timeout called by Northeastern with 9 seconds remaining. The Cougars in the driver's seat. 54-54 is our score. If they do score, they can win the game in the final seconds. If they don't, it'll be a tie ball game and we'll go into overtime. Excuse me. 54-54 again, our score with 9 seconds remaining, and Northeastern with possession.
What Plattsburgh's hoping for is a steal or a rebound and a fast break. Cougars are going to have to keep somebody back.
And of course, Northeastern wants to hold on to the ball until that final second, where if it counts, they win. If it doesn't count, they haven't lost anything. Inbound to LeCount. LeCount with the shot. Off the rim, rebounded by Willett. And it's fouled with 3 seconds remaining. Dave Baruti with a foul. And Eric Willett will go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2. Timeout called by the Hornets. Now he's calling it a one-on-one. The foul was on the floor. I don't know.
During most of that timeout, Kevin Dougherty was conferring with the coaches about what the strategy would be. There's only 3 seconds left. They've got to rebound, have somebody at midcourt, and hope for a long shot. About all they can do, or hope for Cougars are silly enough to foul them.
Exactly. And these are, as we've said a million times before, big buckets. If Willett makes one, he gives Plattsburgh the opportunity at a 2-point play. If he makes both, they have to shoot the 3-point play, which I guess is a moot point with 3 seconds remaining.
For 3 seconds, it's almost certainly going to be from the 3-point area.
So Willett, in order to create any kind of scenario, wants to hit the first one. And the Plattsburgh fans across the way are going to do their best to distract him.
Foxy Gagnon conferring with Randy Gallagher. And
timeout called again by the Hornets.
Timeout, they're icing Willett.
And the Cougars are going with Fay, LeCount, Matt Willett, Travis Misek, and Eric Willett on the line. The Hornets counter with Baruti, Desormeaux, Anton Ray, Adam Niles, and Matt Flynn.
Well, they got Misek and Matt Willett under there for rebounding abilities.
Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Desormeaux with a 3-point attempt. And that's the way the game comes to an end. 54-54, and we're going to play 3.3 minutes vote to overtime. And this is the first boys game that we've gone into overtime.
They've got 4 minutes on the clock. We saw one earlier this year where it was 4 minutes, and I thought it was wrong, but it must be a new rule. Randy Gallagher saying 4 minutes, new rule. Foxy and Laura Gagnon at the scoring table, along with the lovely and talented Natalie Yankill.
And we'll start with the jump ball here. And Flynn comes away with it for the Hornets. Down to Baruti. Niles and then Flynn. Niles.
Flynn, 17-footer off the rim. Nice hop, solid rebound by Ray. He gets it again, puts it up, finally the count comes away with it. And I think Baruti gets called for pushing from behind. That's his 4th personal foul. And that could be a big, big foul right there. Dave Baruti does not want to foul out of this overtime, and with 3:13 remaining, he is the Hornets' big man with Mike Daniels on the bench. And that could change the way Dave Baruti plays underneath the basket. And Matt Willett on the line with an opportunity here to give his Cougars a lead. And he gets the roll. Willett now with 7 points, his first point in the second half. And it's good. 8 points for Matt Willett and a 2-point Northeastern lead. Niles for Baruti. Flynn, Desarmo for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Flynn, all alone underneath. Matt Flynn was left all alone. Excuse me, all alone underneath with the rebound and the easy basket. The count for a long 2 off the rim, rebounded by Fay. Out to Racine. Fay for 3, and it's good. Tim Fay with a 3-pointer gives Northeastern a 3-point lead. Baruti counters, he misses, and LeCount brings it back for Northeastern. Underneath for Willett. Willett shoots short, rebounded by Fay, and he comes out with it. Back to Willett. We're coming down to 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Racine to Willett. 2 minutes remaining in this overtime. LeCount to Racine. Gets it back to Willett. Northeastern slowing it up. Minute and 52 seconds remaining. Northeastern with a 3-point lead. Racine. Underneath for Matt Willett. No place to go. He needs to get it out, and he does. Gets it to LeCount. Over for Racine. Racine off his foot. Niles comes away with it.
We have at least one PHS fan, Mike, who is secretly rooting for Northeastern. Jan Flynn, Matt Flynn's mother, has been taping the entire game, and apparently her battery died or she ran out of tape or something. And if Plattsburgh wins this, he has to go home and say, I didn't get it.
Yep. Adam Niles. Now with 7 second half points. Alan Racine angry with himself for dribbling that ball off his foot and turning it over to the Hornets. Niles misses the second. LeCount down to Fay.
Racine can't let something like that bother him. He does too many good things during the course of a game to worry about that.
I wanted to continue the thought I had, but the play started. Shot by LeCount, rebounded by Ray. Willett comes away with it. And Ray with the foul. Anton Ray with his first personal foul. But Racine has to flush that. He has to just get it out of his head, get focused back into this game, because just what you said, he does a lot of good for Northeastern. And if he's thinking the way he should be, he's a heck of an outside shooter. 59-57, timeout called by the Hornets with 1:01 remaining in the first overtime. Northeastern by 2, 59-57. 1-1. Off the rim, rebounded by Baruti. Eric Willett, usually very, very steady from the line, has had a tough time tonight. Desermo. Back to Flynn. Now Niles. Baruti. Flynn. Drives and shoots off the rim. Rebounded. Baruti with the basket. Dave Baruti with his first 2 points in the second half. We're down to 30 seconds remaining. Fay drives and shoots off the rim. Rebounded by Desermo. Outlet to Flynn, 21 seconds. Baruti drives and scores. With 14 seconds left. LeCount drives and shoots. Too soft. Gets his own rebound. Willett up. And the basket is good. With 4 seconds left. The basket is good. It's a high score again. Eric Willett will go to the line with an opportunity to give Northeastern a 1-point lead with 4 seconds remaining in the overtime.
Eric Willett says it's deja vu all over again. Had a chance to win it in regulation on the foul line. He's giving it another opportunity. This is not a timeout, Mike. Somebody fouled out?
I think Dave Baruti fouled out. And they're making replacements so they can bring the whole team over. I think Craig Berto is coming in.
They've got a minute to do it.
For Baruti. Now this, as I was saying before, this is a big foul. This is a big foul because now the Hornets don't have what you would consider a big rebounder, except for Ray, who can get up. He can jump as high as the sky, I guess. So if Willett makes the basket, it gives Northeastern a 1-point lead. Now change all that. If Northeastern's not going to put anybody underneath, and they're not going to be able to get the rebound.
I don't agree with that.
I don't understand that either. Now Plattsburgh has an opportunity to take the rebound down cleanly and throw it the length of the court without any opposition at all. Willett is good. Willett is good. 3, 2, 1. Flynn for 3. It's off. And the Cougars have done it. The Cougars have done it. Northeastern Clinton has defeated the Plattsburgh Hornets for the second time this year. And this is the first time that I can remember Northeastern defeating Plattsburgh twice in the same year. In fact, the last time they beat them was the first time many of these players ever remember defeating Plattsburgh in basketball. A tough loss for the Hornets, who played their hearts out, but a great victory for Northeastern.
And the man who sent Eric Willett to the foul line at the end of the regular game and at the end of the overtime was Randy Gallagher, who got a lot of grief from Cougar fans throughout the ball game. He calls them as he sees them and doesn't always see them the way the fans do.
Absolutely right. And sometimes the Cougar fans, including myself, get a little excited. And I disagree with many of his calls, but as you said, he calls them as he sees them. And I'm not saying that just because Northeastern was able to pull this out and go home victorious.
Got some totals?
Yeah, we'll give you the totals right now. For the Hornets, Matt Flynn finishes with 5 points. Adam Niles with 7. Zach Desermo with 4. Anton Ray carried the second half with 14 points in the second, a total of 24 points. He led all scorers. Dave Baruti finishes where he fouled out, and he finished with 14 points. Mike Daniels fouled out, and he finishes with 7. For the Cougars, Andy Young finishes with 2. Tim Fay with an outstanding second half. 10 points in the second half. He finishes with 13 points and 1 3-pointer. Tim LeCount finishes with 16 points. He had 13 points in the first half. Alan Racine was silent in the second half. Offensively, he had 7 first half points, and he had 1 3-pointer. Eric Willett with 13 points, 9 in the second half. And Matt Willett finishes with 8 points. Northeastern outscored Plattsburgh 17-15 in that first quarter, and that was unusual in itself because Plattsburgh scored the first 8 points of the game and were up by a 10-2 margin at one time in the very beginning. Northeastern stormed right back, outscoring the Hornets by a 15-5 margin for that 17-15 two-point lead after 1. In the second quarter, Northeastern continued scoring and outscored Plattsburgh 16-14 for a 33-29 4-point lead at the half. In the third quarter, Northeastern again outscored Plattsburgh 9-8 and led after 3, 42-37. In the fourth quarter, the Hornets stepped it up. Some foul shots, a technical foul was called on Northeastern, and the Hornets were able to hit their foul shots and outscored Northeastern 17-12 in the fourth quarter for a 54-54 tie at the end of 4. In the overtime period, Northeastern, with that foul shot by Eric Willett with 4 seconds remaining, outscored Plattsburgh 8-7 for the 62-61 final. All in all, a terrific game, a tremendous game, very enjoyable game. Of course, it's always enjoyable when you're rooting for the winning the team that won. But in any case, one of those games that we've talked about and you've heard about that it's a shame somebody had to lose. Both teams played tremendous offense and defense and really, really worked hard. And for either team to go away with a loss after a game like this is pretty tough. But only one team can win. And tonight it was Northeastern's turn. And we're very grateful for any victories Plattsburgh can send our way. That's the way it was this 7th day of February 1995. A great, great victory for Northeastern, who stays on their winning ways and stays tied, or actually a half a game behind Beatmantown at the top of the CVAC. And that's the way it was again in the Plattsburgh High School gym in beautiful downtown Plattsburgh. Northeastern 62 and the Plattsburgh Hornets 61.